Well, we got an interesting point raised by Jordan about United being up there, United being second. He says he thinks the standard of the Premier League is really poor. United being second is more down to everyone else not being great than United actually being any good. Arsenal haven't been great. Tottenham inconsistent. Chelsea been poor.
Mm.
Liverpool been losing games. United are scraping wins against everyone. They're not blowing teams away or outclassing anyone. City are the only team that have shown any consistency. I
That's the
mean, I know
thing, yeah.
you would say that, Jordan, because you're a City supporter, but I kind of like the whole, the fact that it's a bit more competitive this year. You have West Ham in the top four, and they've just signed Jesse Lingard as well on loan. So they could be a real dark horse in terms of like a European place.
Imagine if they actually do win it. That would be weird. That'd be
And again, it
so
goes
weird.
back to legacy because Moyes, everyone at West Ham, everyone and their mother, sister, and husband wanted David Moyes out of West Ham, and look where they are now.
Mm. Yeah,
He's turned things around seemingly.
there is a lot of teams that you would have thought they would be near the relegation zone, and they're
Aston
actually near
Villa,
the
as
top.
Tim points out as
This
well.
like
They've
Aston
been
Villa survived relegation last season, and now look at them.
by the scruff of their neck, yeah, and then
Yeah,
skin of their teeth, not scruff of their neck, skin of their teeth.
well,
And
you know
yeah,
what I would
they've
say.
got. I mean, they're behind us, but they've got 3 games in hand to go. They can easily overtake us. Still.
Yeah, I said on Twitter that when I was unbanned, obviously, that that I
Are you
was
still banned?
no, I'm not banned anymore. But I said that this whole Sane and Con, Kane and Son show is it worries me
Sane and
because
Con. That's a Freudian slip, I tell you.
yeah, it worries
Sane and Con.
it worries me because I don't want the team to be over reliant on that. The idea is that only Kane and Son can score goals and everyone can score goals once in a while. I think it's the whole team that needs to be consistent. It needs to be the Spurs show, not the Kane and Son show. That's how I see it.
Well, we have Gregson saying that you should have stuck Vinicius on and just root one Allardyce it up to his big head.
Yeah,
Always got a chance with the Hail Mary tactic. Well, Mourinho does he play long balls? I mean, he's a bit more of a defensive merchant, really, isn't he?
he's more of a counter-attacking guy, isn't he?
Counter-attacking
He
guy,
likes those
yeah.
fast players that can recover from a defensive position in order to score it upfield. Harry Kane's he can be pacey, but he's not the paciest. So he's a good target man. But you could see it. He got caught out quite a lot in that Liverpool game. Son was the only one who could get into the spots. But one thing I would like to mention, and that was that, and it's don't get me wrong. Before I say this, it was still our own fault that we lost, but there was a point where Son was about to score and Allison caught the ball outside the box, and the refs didn't care, and he wasn't caught out for that, which usually that's a red card, isn't it? If you deny a goal like that, and he wasn't. So I think that was a bit biased in that. The other thing was the offside goal. The goal that was ruled out for offside, the first one, was the VAR check was. I think it was checked. It showed that it was checked a few frames after it left Ndombele's foot. So by the time it actually left Ndombele's foot, you can see on the screen that Son wasn't offside. So it seems a bit picky. It seems
Well,
a bit dodgy.
we know how inconsistent VAR has been.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into that yet again. But we have Tim saying a Spurs fan he listens to on an FPL podcast thinks that Jose should play Vinicius up top and Son on the wing, but thinks he'll just play Son up top.
He will. I no doubt he will. And
well, now that Harry Kane's injured, isn't he?
Yeah. I think Bergwijn is he's probably going to play on the left and then maybe Bale on the right, or the stupid thing, he's probably going to put Lucas on, who has shown a great deal of inconsistency this season, and I don't know why Mourinho still has faith in him. I just don't understand Lucas Moura as well. Just because he had that hat trick 2 years ago in the Champions League semi-final, doesn't mean he's still good now.
Jordan says thoughts on Kane staying at Tottenham his whole career. Genuinely think if he stays, he might genuinely retire without winning any significant silverware, and he's too good to waste his career like that, in my opinion.
Well, based on the explosions that apparently happened at half time during the game, because Aurier reportedly left the stadium and had a row with Mourinho. because
Really?
for getting
I
subbed
didn't
off.
hear about this actually.
Yeah, he rowed with him and then left without watching the rest of the game. And to be honest, in any other situation I'd be like, oh, support your team, but
I
I
honestly
would feel
feel like,
betrayed by my team if
well,
that
I
happened to
honestly
me.
feel like if you just get in, like, Pochettino was, you know, Jose has always been an antagonistic manager,
Yeah,
and he doesn't repay like, if he puts faith in a player and they don't perform, he just drops them. End of story. Whereas he like someone like Pochettino would probably nurture talent a bit more,
hmm
and Kane can carve out something with a manager other than Jose,
yeah.
if that makes sense.
I mean,
I mean, and you've still got a chance of winning the Carabao Cup against Man City. And Man City,
yeah.
you're a bit of a bogey team for them. I think you're probably going to win it.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, I'm writing the Premier League off because it's not really much of a chance of that
You don't
happening
think
now.
you don't think Spurs will be in the mix?
I think probably maybe top 5 at this rate.
Oh, I think you'll be higher than that, to be honest.
Maybe, I don't know. It depends how more inconsistent teams like Chelsea, Leicester, and all that become. Maybe we'd end up in top 4 then, but it depends on them as well. And
That is
Liverpool.
it's exciting for me, really, because I genuinely don't know where the league's going to go this year. That's
Yeah.
why I'm quite excited about this. I mean, it's a complete write-off for us as well. Like, we're out of the FA Cup now. That was our only chance of getting
Yeah.
any good silk. We're not going to win the Europa League.
Yeah.
No chance. But I guess I can sit back and relax now at how the league is going to pan out. Really.
Yeah, because you kind of like, I suppose,
because we're not going to get relegated. And we're probably not going to get Champions League either.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think
what it is.
Jordan's. Well, Greg first said I think we could win the Europa. I could see that happening.
I keep forgetting you're still in the Europa. Yeah.
It depends because we've got teams like Sevilla. No, is Sevilla in there or Man U?
Probably.
I know. Man U
Sevilla are always in there.
And then what Jordan said, yeah, Spurs are our bogey team, Man City, and yeah, I could see that, and I could say that Liverpool are definitely our bogey team. Liverpool always have a way to come back at us, and it's always by that fucker Bobby Firmino. It's always him. Like, he doesn't score much against any other team, but he somehow manages to score against us, doesn't he? Twat.